Mary's total score in the 3 bowling games was 530. What were her scores? Again, si Mary daw, yung total score niya doon sa 3 bowling games ay 530. Ang tanong, ano-ano daw yung scores niya? So, basically, doon sa problem, tinatanong ano-ano yung scores niya doon sa 3 bowling games. Basta, ang total score niya is 530. Okay? Now, check statement number 1. Sabi sa statement number 1, Mary's highest score was 198. So, if Mary's highest score was 198, so, meron ka pang dalawa na hindi natin alam. Okay? Kasi 3 bowling scores yung kailangan yung tinatanong dito sa problem. Alam na natin by statement number 1 that the highest score was 198. However, alam natin yung total 530. We can just simply subtract 198 from 530, right? Tapos may makukuha tayong answer. Pero from that answer, hindi natin alam ano ba talaga yung score ni Mary doon sa 2 bowling games. Nakuha? So, meaning, statement 1 alone is not sufficient. Now, proceed to statement number 2. Sabi dyan, the sum of Mary's 2 highest scores was 368. So, dito, binigyan ka na ulit na idea. Sabi dyan, the sum of Mary's 2 highest scores was 368. So, technically, parang lumalabas, may dalawa na kaagad na scores na nabigay dyan. Okay, yung 2 highest score niya. Pero hindi natin alam yung score niya pa doon sa isa. Kasi nga, 3 bowling games yan, di ba? However, dito sa statement number 2, hindi rin tayo sure kung ano talaga yung score ni Mary doon sa dalawang highest score. Kasi pag sinabing sum of Mary's 2 highest score na 368, you could think of, let's say for example, ang highest score ba ay let's say for ano ba, 300 tapos 68 yung sumunod. Okay? So, definitely, hindi ganon. Ibig sabihin nito, kapag inanalyze natin si number 2, maraming possible answers. Okay? Hindi unique yung makukuha mo kapag sinabi lang that the sum of Mary's 2 highest scores was 368. So, kulang. This will not lead you to find the 3 scores na meron siya dun sa 3 bowling games. Okay, so meaning, statement 2 alone is also not sufficient. However, ayan, taking into consideration statement 1 and statement 2, pag pinagsama mo sila, sa tingin mo ba masasagot na yung tatlong scores na hinihingi sa problem? Oh, now, looking at this one. So, the sum of Mary's 2 highest scores was 368. That is according to statement number 2. Pero hindi natin alam hindi natin alam kanina ano ba yung highest score niya. Pero if we combine, statement number 1, sabi, Mary's highest score was 198. So dito, may idea ka na kaagad, ang score pala ni Mary, ang highest score niya pala ay 198. Okay? So sabi yun ni statement number 1. Sabi sa statement 2, yung sum daw ng dalawang highest score niya ay 368. Definitely, kung yung sum nung 2 highest score ni Mary ay 368, i-minus ko yung halimbawa yung 198, so I get the other highest score which is 170. Okay, again, so nung kinumbine natin yung statement 1 and 2, it gives us 2 important scores na meron tayo. Yung 198 being the highest score ni Mary, tapos yung 170 which is the second highest score niya. Kasi pag pinag-add mo yung 198 tsaka 170, it gives you 368. Okay? Which is the 2 highest score. So, ilang score na lang yung tinatanong dito? Yung lowest score niya, di ba? Technically. So, meaning, kung 530 yon, i-minus mo yung 368, you get 162. So, meaning to say, if we combine statement 1 and statement 2, it will definitely give us the correct answer to the problem. Okay? Pero, kung individually, titignan yung statement, hindi sila sufficient enough to find the answer. Therefore, the correct answer here is letter C. Both statements together are sufficient, but neither statement alone is sufficient. Okay, last number or last problem. A box contains 48 balls, of which 30 are red and 18 are blue. If 16 of the balls are removed, how many of the balls left in the box are blue? So, analyze the problem. Sabi dyan, yung box daw ay nagko-contain ng 48 balls. Out of these 48, 30 yung red, 18 yung blue. Kasi 30 plus 18, 48 yun. So, that's the total number of balls na meron dun sa box. Okay? Now, if 16 of the balls are removed, how many of the balls left in the box are blue? So, out of 48 daw, tinanggal mo yung 16. Ang tanong, ilan na lang daw yung blue balls na natira doon sa box? Okay? So, looking back at the problem, ay kita nyo that there are 18 blue balls doon sa box. However, again, 16 of the balls are removed. Pero hindi natin alam ilang red, ilang blue yung tinanggal dun sa box. Okay? Kaya tinatanong, ilang blue balls pa yung matitira? So that's the main problem doon sa ating dito sa given na to. So analyze natin yung number 1, statement 1. Of the balls removed, the ratio of the number of red ones to the number of blue ones is 5:3. So sabi dun sa statement 1, may hint, binigyan ka. Doon daw sa tinanggal na number of balls, ang ratio daw nung red sa blue ay 5:3. Ang tanong, dun sa main problem, ilang balls ba yung tinanggal? Definitely, makikita mo sa statement 2, doon sa taas, no? Sabi 16 daw ng 16 daw ng balls yung tinanggal. So, dito sa 16 na to, ang ratio ng red to blue ay 5:3. O, nakuha? So, ibig sabihin yan, sa statement 1, may idea ka na about the number of blue balls na natanggal, di ba? Kasi kung 5:3 yan, technically, mapapansin mo, this is a partitive, no? This is a partitive proportion type ng problem. Okay? Partitive yan. So, it's like, kung 5:3 yung ratio, 16 yung number of balls, mapapansin mo dyan, 5 plus 3 is 8, di ba? Kapag sinolve natin yan. So, 5 plus 3 is 8. So, divide natin si 16 kay 8. So, we get 2. Then, i-multiply natin dun sa 5 tsaka sa 3. So, lumalabas, 5 times 2 is 10. And then, 3 times 2 is 6. So, technically, doon pa lang may idea ka na that 6 of the blue balls are removed. Okay? So, kung yun na yung understanding natin that there are 6 balls na tinanggal doon sa box, out of 18, kaya na natin ma-solve kung ilan pa yung blue balls na natira. Okay? So, that means statement 1 alone is sufficient. Now, look at statement number 2. Sabi dyan, of the first 8 marbles removed, 5 are red. Again, balikan yung problem. Ilan ba lahat ng balls na tinanggal? 16. Pero si statement 2, binigyan ka lang ng idea na doon sa first 8 na tinanggal, 5 doon yung red. So technically, doon sa 8, 5 yung red na natanggal, 3 yung blue na natanggal. However, ang tanong dyan is this, 16 kasi yung natanggal na balls eh. Okay? Pero dito sa statement 2, 8 marbles lang yung binigyan ka ng idea. So may natitira pang 8. Which is hindi tayo sigurado ngayon, doon sa 8 pa na natanggal, ilan dun yung blue, ilan dun yung red. Wala ka ng any hint kung gagamitin mo yung statement number 2. So that means statement 2 is not sufficient. Statement 2 alone is not sufficient. So anong answer natin dito? Technically, the correct answer here is letter A. Statement 1 alone is sufficient, but statement 2 alone is not sufficient. So that is how you solve data sufficiency problem. Okay? You may solve just to ensure that there is exactly a unique solution, but most of the time you just have to think. You just have to analyze carefully each statement. Kung talaga bang sufficient sila ng mag-isa, hindi, or kailangan magkasama sila so that you could be able to answer the problem. So I hope you learn something about this type of test, and good luck sa inyong exam, and God bless you. Thank you for listening.